Save our children!
Save our children!
I'm over here in the front here. Come on, guys. I know my microphone's loud enough. Save our children!
Save our children!
Save our children!
Save our children! Vaccine mandates got to go!
So we can get the guys down to Parliament hearing us already. Go on, sack them all!
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 That's great, that's great. You're all absolutely amazing and beautiful people. You should all give yourself a round of applause and be proud that you are here. We're doing this to save our nation for the future generations to come. And I know that a lot of us have gone through so much over the last 2 years, and we're all tired of surviving, and we want to go back to living. Alright? So let's actually keep this momentum going, because as you would have seen, there's been a lot of loss in momentum over the last couple of weeks. It's not a time for that. We need to unite and stand strong as the people of this nation. We are a movement for the people, by the people. We can't let political parties come in and try and take the reins. We can't let them try and dissolve the momentum. This is what they want. This is what they try to do. They want to divide us so they can conquer. And the easiest way to do that is by pulling the momentum out from underneath our feet. And that's what they've been doing to us lately. So we all need to unite. We need to unify. And we need everyone that's able to come back to Canberra as soon as possible. We've got a worldwide freedom rally on the 29th of March, and I know that there's a lot of people, 19th of March, and I know there's a lot of people coming back for that one, and hopefully we can get bigger numbers than we had last week there at that event. So fingers crossed, and spread the message far and wide. Anyone who's able to get down here, bring your friends, your families, your dogs, your cats, your aunties, your uncles, everyone, bring them all here. Anyways, a little bit about who I am. Those who don't know, I'm Billy. I'm from the Australian Unified Movement. I'm a founder. We're the guys who slept on the steps of Parliament for almost a month. We're at the front of Governor's House for about a month, and then the AO 2 weeks before we came up here. Thanks, guys. So, yeah, we're a pro-choice equality rights movement that believes that the people should have the power. We don't have a hierarchy. We run in a collective, which means there's a group of us that make decisions, and no one person can make a decision on behalf of AUM as an individual. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we believe in. We believe that people are the ones who should have the power. We're pro-choice equality rights activists and fight for freedom across the board. So yeah, I don't really have much more to say, except for I just want you guys to get so energetic today and as pumped as you can. Let's make as much noise and let the people of Canberra know that we haven't actually gone anywhere, and we're still here until this fight's over. We're not leaving, we're not going home, because I ain't going home to watch a draconian law state start vaccinating children. Ain't happening. So yeah, I'll be here until the job's done. I'm Billy, hope I see you around. Everyone enjoy your day. Here's Michael.
I know Billy said about the motivation. I've actually been in Canberra this week, and I want to congratulate everyone who managed to stick around, because the boys in blue, or the girls in blue, have been doing their best to make it uncomfortable for us and make sure that we can't meet up. But here we are, and there's 3 marches today apparently. Now, from the beginning of this, a lot of people have been saying there's parallels to what happened in Nazi Germany. But I think there's one big difference, and I think that's us. I think last week, Friday, I was in Epic Camp. I think Epic Camp, we actually won. I think when we look back, that'll be the point in the war where it turned in our favour. And the simple reason is that no matter how much they tried, no matter what propaganda they put out, they're never going to get that many people to come from all over Australia begging to get the booster. It's just not going to happen. And so that was Australians coming from everywhere, like that Mount Isa mate sitting there with his hat on there. they've come here wanting freedom. That's what we are. We're the guardians of freedom, and we're here. And what I suggest is, if you're staying in Canberra, I'm heading to Sydney tonight. I'm going to take the coast road back to Melbourne, but I'll be back next Saturday. What I'm suggesting is multiple pop-up protests every day while you're here. If you've come to Canberra, come to fight, and the way to fight is just to be annoying. Perfect place is the Lodge. We've done the Lodge a few times. There's grass out there. Even if there's only one person, they send 3 police cars. Another one, of course, is the ABC. Parliament, I'm not so big on. I think if you come here and you're brand new, go sit on Parliament. But at Parliament, it's only the police see you. There's no people in this place. Last night we were at Kingston. There's a lot of restaurants in Kingston. They all sit there. I think an evening protest in Kingston would be really good. There's a guy called Terry. I met a big Queenslander. He wants to sit somewhere and basically prove me wrong and just start discussions. And so if you've got an even temperament and you like to have a debate, I think that's a really good thing, to get a public place in Canberra and just debate. Have a streamer with you, or a couple of streamers to stream it, and then maybe have a few guys like this AFA guy right in front of me here, just so you got a bit of security, because they are aggressive. Joel Gilmore got strangled in a store. I was there just after he got done. They had the other crazy woman did the car thing, and we drove the no jab truck, and we get a lot of interesting comments. They don't seem to want to debate. So, and that is just what Gandhi said. Keep up the pressure, keep up the pressure, keep up the pressure until they have to react. And I think we start to have them on the run now. And so my hat's off to all of you. The fact that you're here, I think, is very impressive. And I think we're on our way to victory. It might take a while. We've got to play the game out. But for the first time in a long time, I'm very hopeful, and my hope comes from you. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. Maybe we'll do 2 more speakers. We have a little bit of open mic, so if you want to have a go at speaking, come up behind the stage and give us a yamp out. My name is Harrison McLean, and we're going to get started for today, everybody. We'll be marching to New Parliament House. So welcome, everybody. We're here in Canberra for a few very simple reasons. Number 1 is to sack them all, guys. We're here to sack them all. We're here to put an end to the tyranny that's swept across Australia over the last few years. We've been fighting against this stuff for months and even years now, and it's getting to the point where some people are at their breaking point. Some people have lost their jobs, lost their families, lost their lives. They've lost lives to lockdown suicides. We've been through at least 6 lockdowns in Victoria. We've had vaccine mandates that have destroyed people's lives, that have taken away people's jobs. And we're all here because we're absolutely sick of it. We're absolutely sick of it. We're not going to take it anymore. So we're going to stay in Canberra for as long as it takes. We're going to stay in Canberra for as long as it takes to make a statement that we are not going to stand idly by and just let this happen to our country. We're going to take our country back. We're going to sack them all. We're going to end the vaccine mandates. And we're not going to accept this absolute government medical authoritarianism. A little bit about myself. I've been in this movement since the September the 5th protest in 2020. Raise your hand if you were there at the Shrine of Remembrance in 2020. That day it reminds me a lot of this whole Canberra situation. Everyone's here. We all know what we want to do, but we're not quite sure how we're going to do it. Everyone rocked up. It was a bit chaotic. It was a bit messy. And by the end of the day, we kind of got ran out of the joint. But it gave us a strength of resolve that Melbournians have that memory of that event and the ones that followed after that, all through those lockdowns. And it gave us a grit and a determination that makes us unique in Australia in our level of commitment to this movement, to this freedom movement, and to where we're going with this into the next few years to bring back freedom in Australia. So if you want to learn more about what we do at Australia Freedom Rally, head to australiafreedomrally.com. That's the out-of-state or national version of Melbourne Freedom Rally. So head over to australiafreedomrally.com.